What is happening, guys? We are back with Greedfall. And as I said last episode, we are living with our consequences. And, it just so happens. Can I talk to you? Gross. You guys are gross. Okay,
Angry customers, and we have no choice but to go this way. Holy heavens.
shit.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away, things are about to get dicey.
Wow. These are some real angry customers. I did... I didn't want to have to do it this way. I should have tried to talk to them. Oh well.
More angry customers. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe.
More angry customers where?
Holy heavens, they've seen me. Protect me. I've been willing to fight. To my help, and death to the Move away.
Just killing straight up innocent people. God damn it, what have I become? Okay. I think if we go this way, I think we'll be safe. We'll be scot-free here, okay? Don't you worry. Here we go.
Finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back, and stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
What is it? 80 coins? Nice. I will accept that. Wait. What was that popped up? Damn it.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked
right.
down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Oh. Hmm.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the bridge, and he told me much about your
I
disagreement.
picked the
and
option
opinion.
that I didn't
And
want.
of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing.
Fuck!
I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
God. Oh my god. Living with my consequences. That's not...
Lord de
When it said
Sade.
cover... When it said cover for the alchemist, I don't know why, but I thought it was like, oh, I'm going to tell him about how I helped him escape. Obviously, that's not what that means. God. I could save scum that. Should I? Or should I not? If I keep doing it, that means I'm just going to continue on doing it. And that just makes for a longer, arduous playthrough because you're constantly reloading to get the option you like. So no, I will not.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found
Oh,
at this time?
okay, good.
At the port
In
of
the end,
Serene.
it doesn't matter.
They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Nice. Nice.
I need to be
All
going.
right.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are
Nice.
eternally grateful.
This worked out. This was
I hope
important
you won't
to me.
have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenfall.
All right.
It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Yeah. All right, cool. So in the end, it all works out well enough for me. I can accept it. I can accept that. Okay, let's see. We shall inform the Teleme ambassador at this time that we have dealt with the heretics. This time I'll be a little more careful with my dialogue choice, so as to avoid the loss of 2 rep that I suffered. Hello, nerd. Actually, I don't like you, so I don't really care about your reputation with me.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Report the escape of the heretics. Alright, so I'm just blunt about it. I helped them escape.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance.
No!
I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Okay. My rep went up with them, I guess.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Right there, the dialogue choices really didn't matter. I did not want to tell him that they're with the ambassador of Al Sahad. I didn't want him to know that at all. But no matter what, if I would have told him the truth, obviously he would know. And if I lied, well, obviously he found out. So, okay. Free Constantine. 2 doors. Okay, I see. What am I doing? Getting lost. Where did this come from? Has this been back here the whole... No, that was not back here the whole time. I ran back this way before, didn't I? I guess I could have just missed it too. Probably, actually, what happened. Okay, well, yeah, let's just do this. We're moving right along. We're doing well now. And really, I think we've explored this whole area. There's still that one house that confuses me with that blocked door. There's nothing on either side of it, so I don't understand what it's all about. I don't know how this is going to go over. We're almost level 4. Vasco, don't hate me for what I've done.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
No. Merchandise.
Be back
Alright, let's
soon,
do the...
Captain.
We'll do the cabin boy first. Let's get him in our good graces. Alright. So. I need to speak with 2 people. I don't remember their names, but I remember there was 2 of them that were his friends. Actually, I can just look on the mini-map, right? Hey, I never went down here before. Well, there ain't much to see. Yet. Where does all this go? No! Impeding my progress. That is a big fucking ship. Oh my god. This looks great. I can't wait to see what the actual... Because I imagine when I looked at the map earlier, there was that big chunk of land that looks like it's going to be a big open world type of area. I can't wait to get there. I want to see the design. I have a feeling the scenery is going to be great in this game. The aesthetic of it all and everything. I think it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it, actually. You there, are you one of the peoples? I was in here earlier. I didn't see this earlier. Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 new clients. They want to go to Al Saad and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we'll have to be cautious, and I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office where the Inquisitors never dare enter. Already done with it.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah.
Flavia.
Are you looking for him?
I am.
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Give me some info.
What do you
Just
think
tell me
about
about Captain.
Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator and an excellent leader of men. He
Weird
knows his
tattoos,
craft
though.
well, in spite of being so young.
How
So do
old
you.
is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Oh my god.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I got the impression he's a pirate, so I don't know how he could become an admiral, but I could be wrong. Alright.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be?
Okay.
Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
But I told you to give me your best guess, and I mean, you didn't even try. So thanks for that. Alright.
What does Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
So he wasn't drunk. He could have been drugged or something. Seems unlikely though. I'm gonna rule that out. I don't think
Does
so.
he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Okay.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you
Okay.
don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The
He
itch
got
for a
pissed off,
drink
killed
gets us
Jonas.
all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going.
Alright.
Farewell.
So what I think happened is Lauro decided he had to kill Jonas because Jonas was going to start a really shitty boy band group. And he didn't want to hear that. He knew that nobody wanted to hear that. So he took it upon himself to fix the issue. You are a hero, Lauro, and I thank you for your service. This concludes the search. Kurt, we have completed it. We have done it. We know the answer. But let's hear what he has to say anyhow.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas?
You have weird
Bet your
tattoos as well.
stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Where?
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
God damn it.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
Not
It's just that
entirely, no.
can't imagine a gang
I think
of
you were the one
thugs
that did
hoping
it,
to
though.
Get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside,
I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Okay. Alright,
Thank
so we
you,
have a
Lara.
lead.
I need to be going.
So we need to
Strange
find the
story.
regular.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
We do. Something is odd here. But we'll figure it out. Don't you worry, Kurt. I have my cape of charisma. And I look good. People want to tell me the truths. All of the truths. I definitely haven't picked up any rubies or anything like that, so I can't. Alright. Who's the regular? Barkeep.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I've already asked you those. Okay.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
Alright.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. At least I hope you do. I
He
would
didn't
have
like that.
noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
Okay, no.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
My apologies for, my rudeness. You're the guy. You're telling me you're the guy, but you aren't sitting in a chair. But you do look pretty drunken, and you do look like you're the kind that would sit in here all day. God damn. Slow down. What the fuck, dude?
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
You're sick.
Am I in your debt?
No.
Yes.
Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here.
I wanna play
looking for a
cards.
Naut that disappeared
Up
2
for a
days
game of
ago
Gwent.
after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Okay, okay.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
This guy's not gonna know. He's blind. How do you even play cards? How do you... What?
Tell me what happened that evening.
You're a
A
cheater.
rich merchant came
Weighted
here
cards, I knew it.
with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. Needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Well, we'll find out. We've already snooped around his house. We know for a fact that he has a room in the basement that you cannot access by normal means. This person is dead. So, there's that. We know some things here, Kurt. We're familiar already. And I, for one, knew this house was suspicious from the start. How you didn't see it. Oh, that guy moves fast. He was just in the bar and he was already ahead of us walking back there. My God. He must take really enormous steps. I need to learn that technique for myself. Alright, let me in.
Might I help you, sir?
Where
I
were
would
you
like to have a
earlier?
word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
You have a bitch face. Where were all of you earlier this morning? Where were you this morning when I was here?
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like
You're
to
a
have
creature.
a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
I don't think so.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I'm not buying this.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced.
How
It
dare
seems
you,
that
you
have been
bitch.
protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact?
Nope.
It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Okay, so, alright, so possibly he is their son, but it also seems likely to me that this is what he wants to do. Oh, I see you blocked off your basement now, Good thing I found the back entrance. If I can remember how to get to it. Well, I suppose we need to go talk to Vasco about this first. Then we'll come back. Even though they may have taken him through bad, terrible means, he might like his job. He might want to continue being a Naut. It's not up for you to decide. But I shall learn anyway. Who are you? Oh. I'll speak with you in a little bit, I think. Perhaps. No, I'm gonna talk to you now.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier 4D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Something's off about him.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Something's off about you. I don't think I quite trust you. Vasco.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Stop
Have no fear.
talking
I'll
about
bring
my
him back in
cousin.
time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
I just talked to him.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Okay, well, we're getting closer. I think we're just going to go ahead and hop in the back entrance of the house, probably find him down there, and avoid talking to Lady Fontaine altogether. But we'll see how that works out. I don't know. It'll be interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.